moving on. This is actually something that this is one of my biggest questions I had for you. One of my inspirations is Mr. Beast.
Yeah.
And you actually worked with him for a while.
Yeah, I've known him for a long time, since I was 14. I've known him for a decade now.
How did that happen? Like, how did you...
We were both making Call of Duty videos at the same time. We were both making Call of Duty commentaries. And it's funny, you could still see it. I know he probably archived a lot of them, but we used to just play Call of Duty and then talk. And there was this era back on YouTube back in the day where it was just Call of Duty commentaries. You'd play the game and then you talk about a subject.
I used to do that.
Yeah.
I used to
How old are you, 24, 25?
Me, I'm 27 now.
27?
When I was like 15,
this generation, like we all doing that. And so, yeah, he would be in my comment section. I was watching his videos. And then we both branched off. I went like the political route. I was trying to talk about social commentary and, things that were going on. And he went more YouTube algorithm type content.
Yeah,
so
like,
we went on two different paths. Obviously, one is much better for longevity and you keep your platform. Yeah. But it was interesting to see back then. And yet there's videos surfacing of him saying like, I love Sneako's videos, like,
really?
Yeah, like you could see him predict. He made a video saying top 5 YouTubers who I think are going to be successful in the...
Well, when was this? Like recently or?
No, way back in the day, back in the Call of Duty era, yeah. And I underestimated him back then because I didn't see the potential of the family friendly type content. It's just, that's not what I watch. I don't watch YouTube really.
Yeah,
anymore.
exactly. That's not your thing. So you guys actually met on Call of Duty or the like YouTube Call of Duty?
We met
scene?
through like comment sections.
No way.
Yeah, we were meeting through comment sections and we spoke on Twitter. And then he bought me a flight back when I was in college, when I was still in the Matrix, doing a degree I didn't care about.
Yeah.
And I went and worked for him in North Carolina. And then I really saw how it was possible to be a content creator. He changed my mind. He was the first person to really, if you talk to him off camera, he'll like talk about all this Matrix stuff just in different terms. I remember going to restaurants and stuff like that. And he was just so rich at 19. He had an entire company. He had a warehouse, people working for him. And it wasn't even, I didn't even think it was possible to do that with YouTube. I just saw YouTube as a way to turn on a mic and camera and speak once in a while. He had systems in place. He had employees. He was running it like a bit, and I'm just like, this is the potential of YouTube. And he's like, yeah, I don't know, you drop out of school.
Yeah.
He told me just that blatantly. Yeah, drop out. Like, why would you go to school and get student loan debt to go and be an intern? I was a TV and film major. Like, why would you go and do this when you can just, YouTube is the future? Like, very clearly, like nobody, do you watch TV? And I'm like, no, I don't watch TV. So why are you going to try to work for TV? But work for YouTube. YouTube is the future. Google owns YouTube. It's downloaded on every single phone. He was telling me all this and I'm like, you're right. It's like, why would you want to be part of this when you can go do it yourself? And that changed my whole perspective and I ended up dropping out the next year.
Yeah, I feel like MrBeast is the only guy till now that kind of showed how YouTube is even possibly bigger than Netflix, bigger than every other platform. Like
he was getting offers from Netflix and all this back then, and I was still plugged in. I'm like, why don't you go and try to get a Netflix? He's like, why would I get Netflix when I can make my own show?
Yeah.
And I'm like, well, because it's Netflix, but it doesn't matter. It's a phone screen. It's on your laptop. There's no difference just on a website.
Yeah.
You have all the creative control on YouTube. So, well, you can't speak about certain things, obviously.
Yeah, except
not
on your case,
Not all the creative control, but you are in charge of what there's no middleman. It's you.
Yeah, but recently, talking about YouTube, I don't know if you saw this. Look, I might just be spreading fake news right now. I don't know. But I just couldn't be. But I think this is true. But I think Susan is stepping down, right?
No, she is stepping down, finally.
So do you think now Susan's stepping down? You might,
No, the new CEO is a guy who he's the reason that the dislike button was removed from YouTube.
That's a bad thing.
That's a terrible thing.
That's a terrible thing.
Basically, this new CEO is not much better. I know it's fun to say losing. She was the reason that myself and a lot of people got deleted. I think she's the face of a lot of bad policies, and she prioritized ad revenue over what made YouTube great in the first place. Well, the reason you started making YouTube videos was that it was a place where you could just express yourself. There was all different types of videos. Remember, you could watch a movie in full on YouTube. I know that's probably not the best idea.
I used to watch like South Park and stuff, like just...
I used to watch Family Guy. I used to watch everything. YouTube was the place, people dying. It was a wild...
You'd like put it on, eat your dinner, just
I was watching people watching Taliban videos eating dinner, and then they got rid of all of it.
Wait, what?
No, I'm joking.
I'm very confused about that.
I don't know what I just heard.
It's a joke. But yeah, YouTube was all about advertisers because of Susan. But this new CEO is not going to make anything better. But maybe I'm wrong. And if you want to bring me back, I would happily. I mean, Rumble's better, but I would open up a new account.